Rant. Hello. Wearing a hat today because my hair's too long. I don't like it. Need a haircut. Warning. Grumpy old bastard. Approach with caution. You better believe it. How's everybody today? This has been a long, drawn-out day for me. I was up before the birds. Actually, no. The birds woke me up. The birds got up really early this morning. I got a nest of baby birds right outside. The parents built a nest right in the eaves, right outside my bloody bed. Well, on the outside. And wouldn't you know it, those little birds the babies started chirping at 5:30 this morning. Normally they don't start till like 7:30, but they started at 5:30, and they haven't stopped all goddamn day. All day. I tried to go back to bed several times. Just like, give me 10 minutes, 15 minutes. A half hour would be nice. Anything. Something. Nope, they wouldn't shut the hell up. It's too high up. I'm on the second level, right? And it's like, there's no way the neighbor's cat can get up there and take care of them for me. How long does it take for baby birds to grow up and fly the fuck away? 5:30. Come on. My goodness. And then the squirrels running on the rooftop. I'm cranky. So it's a good time to do a podcast. Get cranky. Get crankier. So let's get right at it. Oh, I screwed up. Let's put it on pause. Is this thing working? Come on, work for me. All right, we're going. My guy, Andrew Lawton. The Liberals would love to blame overseas conflict for the entire price of fuel, but the Conservative plan would cut about 25 cents a liter by scrapping GST on fuel, the fuel excise tax, and the clean fuel standard until the end of the year. Yeah, well, good luck with that, buddy. They've been asking, Pierre's been asking for that in Parliament, and it's falling on deaf ears. So let's see, post here. Energy costs are up 19.2% year over year, including a 28.6% spike in gas prices. That means higher costs across the board. The Carney Liberals need to end all federal gas and diesel taxes for the rest of the year. Canadians need relief now. Yeah, like I just said. Good luck. It's not going to happen. Keep on dreaming. They cut a little bit of the tax, but with that amounted to maybe 8 to 10 cents a liter. And then, oil companies just bumped it up another 10 cents. So it didn't do dick. And one thing that, where was it? Oh, I missed the comment because I clicked off it. Anyways, there was a comment from obviously a Liberal supporter asking where would Andrew like to see, the Liberals cut, because, these taxes go to pay for services that we all enjoy, right? But we're getting hosed with all these taxes. So somebody asked, and this has also come up in Parliament too, what would you like to have us cut? So if you don't want us to collect these taxes, well, how about the Alto Rail, the $90 billion on that? That's bullshit that nobody wants. How about all the billions of dollars that are spent on consultants? I mean, it's ridiculous how much money is spent on consultants. I mean, you don't know your job? If you don't know your job, you shouldn't be doing it. It's ridiculous. I can understand consultants to a point, you know, to a point. But the fact that they spend billions, like over 20 billion, I think in this last update they did cut it down a bit, but they spend over $20 billion in consultants on trying to figure out how to do their job right. That's a lot of frickin' money, and, you know, people are going hungry. People don't know how to heat their houses in the winter. It makes no sense to me. I don't know where the priorities are at. Like, seriously, no matter how you vote, can you not think of a better way of spending $90 billion of all of our tax money on something better than a rail system from Toronto to Montreal? There's got to be a much better use of that. That's a lot of frickin' money. That's a lot. Can you fathom that kind of money? Somebody leave a comment. Leave the comments below. Make it make sense to me. Explain to me how $90 billion of our tax dollars goes into this plan for a train, a fast train, mind you, yes, from Toronto to Montreal. And how does that benefit all of Canada? The people in none of it are sure as hell not going to use it. I'm not going to use it. I ain't not going on a bullet train to hell. Next up, Jasmine Lane. Thank you, Representative Smucker, for giving me hope and for caring more than our own Canadian government does about our freedom. So she posted, Representative Lloyd Smucker from the U.S. Canada is doubling down on its discriminatory regulations targeting American streaming services and digital creators. A top Canadian regulatory confirmed new rules implementing Canada's Discriminatory Online Streaming Act are coming soon. That's why, let's scroll down here, let's scroll down here, let's scroll down here. It's not working. Oh, why did I get the wrong one? That's why I introduced the Protecting America Streaming and Innovation Act to authorize Section 301 investigation to these harmful policies, and I will keep fighting to defend free expression, innovation, and American jobs. Yeah, just keep pissing off the Americans more and more. Yeah, that's good. Anyhow, moving on. Now, next up is our fearless leader. You know, the guy that said a year and a half ago, almost now, that we're going to build at speeds never seen before since the Second World War. We're waiting. We're still waiting, pal. Let's listen to him bullshit his way on talking through that.
Part of the reason why housing's not affordable is we haven't built affordable housing. We haven't built...
There you go. We haven't built affordable housing. What more do you need to say? There's no affordable housing because we have not built it. speeds never seen before since World War II. Okay, let's give them the benefit of the doubt, though.
Build housing at scale for, you know, at those, for those social strata, and we need to change that. What we're doing, and look, Gregor's Build Canada Homes has only been in operation 6 months. This is 6 months now, so it's a happy 6-month anniversary. We've already got on the order.
Okay, Build Canada Homes has been in operation for 6 months. So he's been Prime Minister longer than that. So it took him how many months to start and to actually start an office? It took him almost a year to start an office to start building homes. And they haven't built them yet. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. But there's more.
Order of 11,000 homes that will, of that quality, which are deeply affordable, built with Canadian materials, 25% cheaper, 25% lower emission, that are you know, either breaking ground or about to break ground, and you can see the ramp up. So there's that level of action on affordability. That
11,000 houses. Okay, I'm taking this bit by bit because I'm not smart. I admit it. I'm not smart. So you're in office for several months, close to a year, before you opened an office that was going to start making plans to build houses, which after another 6 months, they were going to plan to build only 11,000 houses. We have a crisis of housing shortage. And okay, let's go back. There was something else I'm missing here. Let's go back.
Ground are about to break ground, and you can see the ramp up. So there's that level of action on affordability. That's number one. Discussions on a potential pipeline.
Let's go back.
With 25% lower emission, that are you know, either.
So these 11,000 houses are 25% lower emission the way they were built? Who cares? Wow. So that must have cost them more. How much did it cost them to build these? Is it going to cost them to build these houses? Wow.
Breaking ground or about to break ground, and you can see the ramp up. So there's that level of action on affordability. That's number one. Discussions on a potential pipeline to transport at least 1 million barrels a day of low emission Alberta crude to Asian markets. The pipeline will only advance. Thank you. There we go. I'd like to welcome the Pathways to this. The pipeline will only be advanced with the following prerequisites being met. And the first is the building of Pathways, renamed the Oil Sands Alliance. This is the world's largest carbon capture, utilization, and storage project. It will make Alberta...
The world's largest? It's the only world's largest. It's the only fucking one. I should have slept in. I gotta stop doing this to myself. I gotta stop doing this to myself. But but this is therapy for me.
Oil amongst the lowest carbon intensity per barrel produced, in other words, on a Scope 1, Scope 2 basis. Secondly, it requires that British Columbians should share substantial economic and financial benefits from projects that include or impact them. And thirdly, requires fully respecting Canada's duty to consult under Section 35 of the Constitution. Non-negotiable. And that includes whether to designate a project being in the national interest. That includes the conditions placed on the project. And it includes ensuring Indigenous economic benefits, partnerships, and opportunities for co-ownership.
Co-ownership? Yeah, I don't know if anybody's watched my episode, the first episode from yesterday, because I went off my nut on the whole pipeline thing. And I admit, I really was cussing up a storm. It's driving me nuts. There's no way these investors are looking at this thinking that they're going to do it. If they have to put up with the bullshit of the carbon tax was there to begin with, and it's going to go up 6 times the amount, it's ridiculous. Who's going to invest in something like that? The world's largest carbon capture. It's the only fucking one there. And what? We're going to make the natives co-owners? Oh yeah, investors are just fucking gonna line up for that. Or they could invest in the United States. Please, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you don't watch any other episode that I've done, watch, what is it, May 20th, episode 1. Skip my swearing, I'm sorry in advance for it. I'm really irritated these days because I've been through a lot of stress and I'm just letting it out. But watch that episode, forget about my swearing, watch the clips, watch the experts telling you straight to your face. The guys that are invested in it themselves are telling you that investors are not going to go for this. They're just not. So, yeah, we're all like, oh, finally, Carney, yeah, we're going to be a superpower. No, we're not. We're not. We should be, and we should have pipelines, but we're not. It's not going to fucking happen because these rules that he keeps pushing on Alberta. Alberta should have just, you know what? I don't blame them if they do still separate. I don't blame them. They should go, fuck you. We're going to do what we're going to do without you. Man. I think I'm going to give myself a heart attack. All right, I got to put it on pause, and I got to calm down. Okay, I'm back. Let's take another stab at this. There's no other country that I'm aware of that is going to do the carbon capture. There's no other companies invested in the carbon capture other than the companies under Brookfield, which is, you can't see me pointing, that man's company that he is still ahead of. He is still making money for Brookfield. Have you heard of Brookfield? If you want to know the truth about Brookfield, go to Moose on the Loose podcast on YouTube. go below the link, go to the links below his picture, below his video, and click on the link, and you will see, I forget what it's labeled, I'll try to put it on here. And he's got it all mapped out of all of Brookfield's holdings on how Carney is connected, and all the other politicians that he's connected to is connected with Brookfield. It's all mapped out. It's not a conspiracy, it's all reality. And it'll blow your mind. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Carney's gonna make tons of money for a lot of people. That's why he's in power. That's why he's making these decisions. He's making money for a lot of people, and he's going to make a lot of money for himself. Bottom line, he does not care about Canadians. Will Canada get some money off of the carbon tax? Maybe. But I don't think anybody's going to invest in this bullshit in the first place. I could be wrong. But the carbon capture, let's think about it. They're going to capture the carbon and stick it under fucking ground. Whoa. For what? Think about it. I guess I'm not smart, so the carbon's not good for the air. I guess it's okay to stick underground. I don't know. For the love of all that is holy, people don't see this. But what can you do? What can you do? And while we're on the subject, Carney said Thursday that independent research shows that the impact of industrial carbon tax on food prices is around zero. The truth, the independent research was from the Canadian Climate Institute, which has gotten over $30 million from the Liberals. Come on. You see what I mean? Like, come on. Come on. Damn. And moving forward on the same subject. Man, I'm really hammering this subject home. Got a clip from Jasmine Lane. Follow her, please. She puts out great content. She's on YouTube. She's on Facebook. She's on all the platforms. She's inspired me to do this. This clip, she's showing a clip from Trump, which I think this he said this about a week or two ago, and this goes on. This mentions how, like, people, the investors don't want to really invest in Carney's pipeline. That there's more interest in what's going on with the oil in Texas. Now, this is Trump, and I'm not a Trump fan. I am not. I think he's a babbling buffoon, but he makes a point here in his way that makes my point, is the point I'm trying to still make, I think. And that didn't work, so let me cue that up again. I forgot to put the volume up. And it's still not working. All right, we gotta put it on pause and fix this issue. Okay, we're back. I'm not sure when Jasmine actually posted this clip, but it showed up in my research today. So anyways, let's go with it.
Why on earth did Donald Trump just make this announcement and Canada didn't?
And what's happening is when people heard about losing Hormuz, they said, oh, it's genius. They're finding other locations. And some of those people, I spoke to them, companies and countries, some of those people are going to continue to go to Texas. They like it better. They said it's an extra 45 minutes. They like it better. And it's sort of amazing, you know, it found its way. So a lot of people thought oil would go to $250, $300. It's not. I mean, today it's at less than 100.
Mark Carney is correct when he says that there is no shortage of capital. And that is precisely why you see that capital moving to East Texas. There have been some major U.S. companies in particular, such as Continental Resources, who have added rigs to ramp up their production directly in response to this situation taking place with the Strait. In the U.S., they have been prioritizing increasing their infrastructure capacity. There's new LNG terminals that are being launched to try to capitalize on this reshaped, dangerous, divided world, unprecedented, uncertain. Moreover, why on earth did Donald Trump just make this announcement?
And I'm back. Was I gone? Yes, I was. I took a bit of a break here. I was getting too uppity again. Before we go any further, it's what 501. 501. It is time to say cheers to all you hard-working Canadians out there. No matter how you vote, I love you all. Don't understand you all, but I love you all. Now, with what I was just talking about, with all the pipelines and everything, I had to just take 5 minutes, hit the peace pipe, and try and think like a liberal. Maybe not liberal voters, but like liberals, like in the House of Commons, those liberals. How do they think? Okay, well, we want to protect the planet. Okay, well, that's great, because nobody else does. You know, the rest of the world couldn't give two shits anymore. They did, but now they don't. But, okay, so it's a lofty goal. So we're going to protect the planet, so let's tax the fuck out of everybody. Okay, but that's good. That's helping. Because taxing the fuck out of everybody makes the air better. No, I didn't get it right. No, okay, hold on. I'm still trying to think like a liberal. I need more peace pipe. Okay, so how do you attract investors to want to build, to spend, I don't know what the hell it costs to put in another pipeline. I guess billions, at least millions, right? Let's say it's $1 billion. What would make me want to spend $1 billion to put in a pipeline and all the other infrastructure to get the oil flowing into the pipeline and out to, you know, wherever they load it and all that jazz, and deal with carbon capture, the fact that the carbon tax that was already there is going to be 6 times higher. That does not make me want to spend my money. Or does it? Like, is the profits that high from it? I don't know. Okay, so I'm trying to think this through. And then, so we got the carbon capture, we got the taxes, and we got to split profits with provinces and natives. Natives want some ownership, but we're going to put the money in? I don't know. The only way I see this happening is if, like, everything else that the liberals end up having to do is subsidizing it. and that's our tax dollars going into it, right? So, like, you'll have investors, and then you'll have us, all of us, paying our tax dollars to go into this. And how much is that going to be? And how long before we ever break even on that? I don't know. Make it make sense to me. Somebody. I mean, okay. I see people clicking on this shit. I see that people watch or at least listen. I don't know. But I never get any comments. I don't get any private messages or anything. So I don't know what people think out there about what I put out there. If any of you can make it make sense to me, please help me. If you want to come on the show and talk. Or you want to hide your identity, we can do that. You know, I'm open. I'm open to talking to liberals. I can do it without swearing. I actually prefer having somebody else to talk to. Do you know how difficult it is to sit here and talk by yourself? I really don't know how these podcasters do it. It is really difficult. And then you end up rambling on and ranting on, and that's why, thank you, Tyler, for telling me to change it to ranting. Shaner'S Rant. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about anymore because I had some of the peace pipe. I'm going to enjoy my beer. It's Thursday. It's happy hour. And I'm going to enjoy my new favorite part of the show. This guy. This is Ron Butler. I'm not going to post all of his stuff, but I'm getting a kick out of this guy. He's a hoot. I don't know the first thing about him. And you know what? I don't even want to Google him. I don't want to know anything about him. I think the less I know, the better. I think I'd be disappointed if I knew too much. So let's give him a listen. I actually forget what this episode, what his little rant was about. I think it was about, I don't remember. So let's give it a listen.
As every motherfucker in Ontario knows, prices have come down faster in the last 6 months. House prices have come down faster in the last 6 months than in the previous 2 years. Yeah, they started falling gradually after March of 22, and they got a little bit worse in 24, but it was bad. But then since the beginning of this year, particularly since the spring of this year in Ontario, holy fuck, it's fallen off a cliff. Prices are really diving. They're diving everywhere. They're diving in the hard-hit places like Hamilton, Niagara, North Pickering, North Ajax, North Oshawa, up north, you name it. They're falling, okay? They're falling faster than they were before. Why? Okay? Mortgage
why is this cutting out on me?
rates have come down a lot in a year and a half. Give you the simple answer.
Hold on, let me go back.
Too many powers.
Let me go back a bit. See if that fixes it.
Give you the simple answer. Too many power of sales and foreclosures. Too many power of sales. Too many people tragically losing their houses, okay? But this is picking up steam. Don't get me wrong. It's not every third house. It's probably every 13th or 14th house, okay? Yeah, in some regions. Not everywhere. No.
Oh, why is
Not everywhere at all. But in
off?
some regions, in the hard-hit regions, like I think in Erie, Fort Erie, I think it's probably every 12th house is power sale, okay? Like, there's some regions that are hit hard. And they are getting clobbered, all right? So it's really important to understand this. I mean, this means that when that house is sold by a bank or by a private lender or by some kind of mortgage company, when that house is sold under power of sale at that low price, because they must sell. Let's get this fucking straight. They must sell. There's no options. You start the power of sale process, you can't just take it off the fucking market. You basically promised the court you'd sell it. So you better sell it. And by the way, banks are not waiting. Banks don't think it's going to get any better. Private lenders don't think it's going to get any better. Alternative lenders don't think it's going to get any better. They think it's going to get worse too. So they're just take what the fuck they can get now and get out. Okay? They need to bring the money back in. And that creates a lower price, and that's going to keep on fucking happening, okay? Look, it'll slow down eventually. It's not, because the thing to understand is this stuff that you're seeing getting sold today, the power of sale started 10 months ago, 11 months ago, 14 months ago. This has been a long process to get there, to get it sold, to get the people, they have to be out of the house, they have to be evicted, they have to go through the whole court process. Some people leave early, that's great, but it's never great for the people. It's always tragedy. But this is not going to stop tomorrow. It's going to keep going. As every motherfucker in Ontario knows.
Whoops. It started all over again. Wow. Well, I can speak from experience on losing a house. That happened to me with my marriage. I regret letting that house go. Hindsight being 2020, it was actually a catch-22. I could have maybe saved that house, and because it had my ex left. I was kicked out of the house, but I could have come back and had a finished basement. I could have rented out the top and the bottom, still rented a motel room and been better off. But I didn't think of it at the time, because I think the well needed a lot of work. I was in debt, like, out here. So anyways, that's a story for a whole other day. That's something I could do as a series of the bullshit that I've been through. Man, those are some rants. Man, those would be some entertainment rants. Maybe I'll do that. Why not? It's my show. I'm hoping one day my 4 kids that I don't see anymore for the last 16 years might watch some of this stuff and get to know what sort of I believe in. Man, oh man. Anyways, moving on. It's time for the bad jokes, the Roperville. This episode went a little longer than I anticipated, so let's get right to it. Alrighty. Are we set up here? Alright, first joke. I hate it when people say age is only a number. It's clearly a word. Zip through these. I used to... I used to run, things keep popping up on my phone while I'm trying to read it. I used to run a dating service for chickens, but I was struggling to make hens meet. Okay. Oh, this one's good. Oh, all my computers are glitching today. This one, when I read it earlier, really made me laugh out loud. Hold on, let me enjoy my smoke. Tonight we are having Himalayan rabbit stew for dinner. We found Himalayan on the road. Oh, I like that one. Oh, shit. All right, this one sucks. Never marry a tennis player. Love means nothing to them. Not very good. I'll leave these ones. This is the last one. Where do pirates get their hooks? Second-hand stores. Get it? Second-hand store. Oh, now I've got more stuff popping up on this computer. For the love of... Well, that concludes another rant for today. Please hit like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm begging somebody to leave a comment. I've had like no comments in months. See, you like it or it's the shits or something. Anyway, I'll take anything. Anyways, thank you once again for joining me. You have been a dynamite audience and you deserve to give yourselves a round of applause. I have another show already lined up. I might do it today or I will get to it first thing in the morning. It's actually a pretty serious episode, so probably leave it for coffee time in the morning. Anyways, have a good night. And take care of yourselves, take care of each other. God bless. All that jazz. A little extra video at the end here. I'm going to start doing more jam videos. Nobody's watching anyways. I'm still working on this new Aeroband guitar thing that is still hard to get used to. It's not like a regular guitar. But I need to use it because I'm going to be playing it maybe at a friend, a neighbor's fish fry or fish fries this summer. Maybe. Anyways, whether it happens or not, it's given me a goal to work towards. So I'm working on a bunch of songs and songs that I normally would play with a band, and I have certain parts that I do, and I'm trying to learn how to fill in other parts. Anyways, we'll just see how this goes. It's not going to be perfect because I'm still trying to figure out this thing. Anyways. Dear Mr. Fantasy, play us a tune, something to make us all happy. Do anything to get us out of this gloom. Sing a song, play guitar, make it snappy. You are the one can make us all laugh. By doing that, you break out in tears. Don't please be sad. I fucked it up. The straight mind you had, we wouldn't have known you all these years. Mr. Fantasy, play us a tune, something to make us all happy. Do anything to get us out of this gloom. Sing a song, play guitar, make it snappy. You are the one can make us all laugh, but do not you break out in tears. Please don't be sad, it was a straight mind you had, we wouldn't have known you all these years. Dear Mr. Fantasy, play us a tune, something to make us all happy. Do anything to get us out of this gloom. Sing a song, play guitar, make it snappy. You are the one who can make us all laugh. I just dropped my pick, so that's the end. Oh shit. Where'd it go? Well, just dropped my pick somewhere. Well, that's the end of that one. Way to go, Shaner.